Our war with Bengal is over, and I'm already thinking about declaring a war on somebody else. Sadly, it's not with these troops. I need to get these guys down here instead. Otherwise, we're fighting with an army that's a little bit war scar or battle scarred. I think most of it's due to attrition anyway. But let's put these guys on the transports. Take them back up to Sinai. They're just basically going to switch positions. So you may be thinking, declare war on Adran and have Harar and Yemen come in, or fight against Harar and Yemen, but no. While that will be the plan, disputed succession where? Brandenburg? Okay. I have other plans right now. I'm hoping that Great Britain... I'm hoping that Malindi goes to Malindi comes back out from Great Britain. Of course, Spain doesn't have any Malindi separatists right now. France hopefully will have them. So I'm actually going to declare war on Congo, who is allied with Kaffa. Kaffa is not allied with anyone, so they are going to be the co-belligerent. And I plan on basically getting military access through Harar and Adran. And we have a revolt in Kong. Troops are right nearby, ready to take them on. Liberty desire from subjects. Forced march costing no power sounds good to me. But I really want... Great leader. 3-star general or admiral in command of a unit. I want the Napoleonic warfare. Makes sieges go extremely fast. Still have other cores that we need to make. Now everything is being cored. What are Congo's total war score? 18%. What's Kaffa's total war score? 83%. Revolt and Hod. I saw that coming. Kabu separatists are already being taken care of. Sakalavan separatists are going to be a thing soon. There's going to be about 40,000 of them too. Most likely rising up in Marina, in the hills. 43 supply limit. Actually, if we move them all there... Let me see that again. Anything that is higher than 5 or lower than 5. Okay. Now, we're not at war. I need to do this before I forget. I'm going to upgrade all of the Mamluks' centers of trade. So that they can pull more, keep more trade away from the Ottomans and for themselves. What is the Mamluks' debt right now? 141. Jesus Christ, guys. Might have something to do with the crazy number of forts that I've been building. Speaking of the forts, just to keep them safe, and by them I mean keep them from getting, any troops from getting over to my land proper. Also, I was going to build a fort down here. And also up here. Both of those are desert. That's savanna. Nope, I see where I'm building the forts. Two mountain provinces, two provinces away from each other, and they protect this entire area from troops coming from the north. And other stuff. Are the Mamluks even converting anything? Despite them being Catholic with religious ideas, I don't think they are, which sucks. Means I'm probably going to be the one converting them. Also, can I get a... Oh, I can only have one world port per area. You can only... Okay, so that's not a trade company, so I can't upgrade it yet. And I have one in Angola already. I didn't need to do that. Downgrade it to a level 2. Just because everything in this node is already moving out of it. I think there's a limit on how many you can have as well. We already have a top level. Okay, in Central Swahili Coast. Northern Swahili Coast is controlled by 3 people who aren't me. In a state or a trade company, okay. I will actually upgrade these two because they do propagate trade upstream, or propagate power upstream. I will continue doing that for basically every... As you already have 14 top-level trade centers of trade in your country. Cool. I think that's... I don't know if that's based on development or what, but... We've invested 30. I think I usually go 4 clicks into investing into becoming the next pope, so we'll go with that. Converted Tagant. Battle in Hod. Kabu Songhai. Sakalava. Dahomey. And Abomi. Wolof, that's not too far from Gabu. I'd say everything else is fine. So has a month ticked by without... Okay, so we just gained more, like 10 more ducats a month just by upgrading our centers of trade. How long until... Okay, Malaccas are going to be done in November of this year. Bracken is converted. Austria requesting my assistance in the Austrian-Russian imperialist war that they have started. Austria, I hope you know what you're doing. Supporting the independence of Mongolia. Apparently they didn't call Spain in. Austria, what are you doing? Disputed succession. Nowhere that we have any interest in. If it were Kaffa, I'd say, yeah, by all means. Let's try to get a personal union over them, but in this case I think we're going to go with declaring Kaffa as a co-belligerent in our war against Congo. Move in. And we have the uprising in Highlands in Sakalava. Wolof's converted, added to trade company. Been a while since I've been able to do something. Been able to add something to a trade company, but now we're converting Jene. And we have a besieging. We have an artillery bonus of +8 against the capital of Congo right now. Family ties, gain diplomacy points, and more relations with Spain. I don't think Kaffa's getting anywhere with Adra in Yemen or Harar being sort of. He's rivaled to all of them, or all of them are rivaled to him. I do not envy him. Pangu. Now we move back across the continent. Alright, Congo, you want out of this war, right? Not quite. I don't think we want out of this war yet because that would give us 100% overextension. But after next month it shouldn't matter. Split that in half. And it looks like the Mamluks are going after Kaffa. Mamluks don't have any debt right now. Oh, I didn't... That's something else I meant to do. I wanted to check if I could upgrade the Mamluks' centers of trade in addition to my own. Okay, now we have cores and shouldn't have any risk of going above 100% overextension. Oh, I declared it on Congo. Spain is the papal controller. So we lose a diplomat. Confirm thalassocracy. Thalassocracy? Absolutely. I've never clicked this decision before. First time for everything, right? So we got that from being probably the highest trade power in all of the Indian nodes, I would imagine. And also, I think Malacca's figures into that, along with possibly the Gulf of Aden and Hormuz. Point is, we have 2 merchants, it looks like, but I don't know if one is actually there or if it's just going to go away again. We'll try it out. So Timbuktu goes to the Ivory Coast, and I kind of want it to go that way. There's 16% trade power going into Congo right now, or going from Congo into, or not 16%, 16 ducats worth of trade power going into Congo, or from Congo into the Ivory Coast. If I turned that towards Zambezi, which would then get steered into Zanzibar, which then gets multiplied all the way around. There might be a better place to do that with than what I'm seeing. But for now, I'm going to say we're call it good. Borgu, Dagbon, and Atakora. It's all down here. This guy's right there too. Alright. There's the Kafan army. Thank you, Mamluks, for getting military access, I guess, through something. Unless they got it themselves. Grants conditional military access to the Congo. Has military access through Ottomans, Prussia, Russia, Timurids, Aitai, Lanjang. Sure. Hey Mamluks, if you want to be helpful, actually be helpful, go for these guys. Yes, I think everyone should be aggressive. Giman. I do have these transports that I never moved back to Bengal, which I need to do. So the thing that sucks is that if there are any revolts that rise up in the Congo... Never mind. There's the answer. Kaffa's army doesn't... Kaffa's army isn't even as strong as the Mamluks army, I think. Or it is just barely. The point is that only about half of what I consider my major armies can take on Kaffa. Convert Mori. And once we... Actually, I'm glad I sent this army back here. Don't know if they'll make it there in time for that siege to be won or not lost. Now I need military access through Adran. They are fools of the highest caliber. Alright, so we did lose that occupation. Military access through Harar. Battle of the Straits of Johor. Against who? Who fought me? Oh, Russia ships. I see. Well, I hope Austria has more quality bonuses than or enough quality bonuses to compensate against Russia's absolute massive army. What kind of ideas do they take? Defensive and quantity. Okay. They also have morale of armies. A little bit of extra discipline and cancel military access to Adran, so we're not paying even more Diplo points than we already were. They're at negative 35%. Demands for representation. Nope. We are not going to become a parliamentary whatever. Or a republic. Nothing. Now we can cancel military access with Harar as soon as our diplomat gets back. Okay, no, don't come over here and sit with me. No objective. Hole in the wall. Military access canceled with Harar. And we should win this siege before they win the siege of Kishin. Stop forced march. Mamluks will do their job with occupying stuff. Our heir is now a babbling buffoon. Nice. Won the Battle of the Straits of Makassar. I think we actually destroyed heavies in that fight too, which I think under the old, like in the old ways, like the old way things were, seeing light ships beat more than a few heavies was unheard of. But I guess 40 light ships probably different. Gain 10 devastation. Unless that the change to the naval mechanics have been around longer than I'm aware of. But I again don't know when those changes had come into effect. We are trading in grain. So our land force limit has increased by another 20%. We have 600 manpower, or 600 force limit. 668? It's crazy. How much are going for that? Oh, we've lost the Siege of Kishin. I was hoping we'd be able to fully occupy them before they can we do this? I want you to be my vassal. Apparently no. Not yet. And over extension-wise, we're only at 17% right now. We gained Imperialism cast spell against Newfoundland. Well, I don't think we're going to see a Canada form, but I might be wrong. Alright. Get out of this war, please. 83%. This is all mountains and highlands and I think one marsh. So now we just wait on Kaffa to want out of this war. Hey man, let's go siege Kishin. I'm too lazy to bother. Russia apparently is at low enthusiasm, and Tangier continues to grow from having a colonist there. Kaffa considers some of this stuff to be cores. They have a core up here, too. Did they take religious ideas? No, they're humanist, which is just as good, I guess. Ottomans are losing a war to France. What kind of war is it? Attacker against France and the Ottoman French Empire. The Ottomans declared war against France. Hey, Pegu. If the Ottomans don't get out of their war, I expected that to be the case. So I'm hoping that the war with the Ottomans, between France and the Ottomans lasts, because then we can fight against Pegu, who our truce ends what month? August of 1730. So still a few years off. Influence over the Mamluks has expired. Let's not influence them anymore. Or no, we have a lot of trust with, or not a lot of trust, but enough that it's not giving us penalties or anything. We don't need one for Holland. Influence over Brittany? Is that what that was? How long has this war been going on? I have no clue, but France is France is defensive offensive as far as their military ideas go. We have another merchant. 16 merchants. Okay. Johor's converted. Oh my god, I think one of my diplomats is bugged. And of course I have that now. Where's it? Fathabad? Oh no, that was a core finishing, not a conversion. Okay, there we go. No? A few more months, I think. They don't have enough troops to siege down Muscat. Huh, I can decide to upgrade that even though they don't have enough troops. Or even though they are sitting on it. Moravian separatists, we need the ships to get back down here. We are about to have Bengali separatists and Pegu separatists at the same time. Now, the question is, where will this rebel army go? North or south? North. Sardinia Piedmont is... I might be mistaken, but that's not a country you see too often, is it? Come on, Kaffa, you ready to give up? Thank you. Give me 300 gold. Cost me 200 Diplo points. But we have a new vassal. And Kaffa is at 51% liberty desire. And they rose up exactly where I thought they would. Tangier is increasing its development a lot. We've retaken Wayao. Let's go to Ibo. And finish up this war. 55 gold. And all of their provinces. And the Congo has ceased to exist. Kaffa is our newest subject. They're at war with Russia with us. Air is allied with Mali again. That's an old alliance. Pegu and Bengali separatists, Dagbani separatists, Mossi, Kuban. Alright, how are we doing on tech? Still a couple of years ahead of time on admin and Diplo. Still haven't embraced the Enlightenment. How close were we? 0.27 per month. Tangier hasn't even started. Apparently a lot of places that don't have the Enlightenment yet. Alright, well, we are now 3 diplomatic relations over our limit. When can we integrate Arakan? $1734. Alright. We have to have like 190 opinion of them to start it as well. They have a total of 21 development, so that'll be a pretty short integration. CAFA, however, has a lot more than 21 development. But we are at almost 75% on Holland, so that'll go away 1732, 4 years. So that's going to be done before we can integrate Arakan, I think. Yep. So those should all line up pretty well.